Hello, and this isn't quite an installment of And Sarah Appeared, but my name is Sarah, and I'm appearing before you right now because I wanted to clear up some things. I have not been consistent with my posting with videos. The reason being is because I've had a really hard time, and I could use any assistance or help or insight, professional and legal, that I can get. I have had a hard time because I have been going through a situation where I have been gang stalked. I've been going through a situation where I have had some type of high level fraud that has happened against me. And it comes with the territory anytime that, you have a voice, you have an opinion, and you speak your mind. And what's been going on with me, I've kind of been, and I'm one of those people, let me back up. I have been, and some people can attest, it's like, well, you look like you're fine, you look like you're okay, you look like you just chilling. Based off of the ordeal that I've been going through and am still going through, I'm trying to get to the point where I'm not allowing free radicals of stress and anxiety or paranoia, God forbid, to enter into my space, to enter into my creativity, to enter into my zone. I've actually taken a back seat from my YouTube channel and I've gone into other creative endeavors. Just trying to find myself through the void of all this chaos that has been going on. I still do not have my mind completely wrapped around everything that has been happening. So I am reaching out. Any kind of legal professional help or support pro bono, because I do not have any income to pay anyone, would be great. I would greatly appreciate it, because there are things that are going on in legalities regarding me, and I think there is some sort of impersonation or fraud that's going on. There's rumors that's been circulating that somebody has been trying to deem me incompetent or say that I'm not able to care for myself. Completely 1000% untrue. Today is Monday, July 17th. It is 9:03 p.m. I am a real person. Last time I checked, I'm not a fictitious character. My YouTube channel is And Sarah Appeared. I think the last time I've uploaded was a little over 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I need help. There's something that is nefarious that has been going on behind the scenes. I really can't get into details about it because, one, even though I do have some details and some inklings, this still is a case and an investigation that is going on. So I don't want to say anything that would be out of the lines of jurisdiction with what the law has to handle, okay? So I do need proper legal representation. Anyone that can reach out to me, I'll upload my email address and or a way to contact me, just so that we could have a video chat conversation. I am not open to meeting anyone anywhere because due to my situation and how nefarious it has gotten, there is a bit of a safety issue in regards to my life. There is a bit of a safety issue. And with that being said, I'm not the type of person where I completely do not care 100% about what other people have to say. I think there's like 3% of me that does care. It used to be a much higher percentage, we're getting there. But there's about 3% of me that does care. And I did see a comment, on social media the other day, and it was like alluding to how could you be somebody who proclaims to have a certain type of persona, yet you are not releasing the messages that, you believe you have the authority to be able to release. And I think that's a good question. And to be honest with you, when I first read that comment, I was angry, because I was like, who are you to judge me? You don't know my situation, this, that, and the third. But I do want to address that. Here's the thing. I am in a position where I'm not just representing myself, I'm representing other individuals who are a part of the spiritual community and have an online presence in whatever capacity that is. But going beyond the spiritual community, I also represent original content creators who have a voice, who have creativity, who are able to put their ideas and their talents out there, who may have gone or have gone through the same things that I have gone through, which is energetic manipulation through social media harassment. Now, with that being said, the second layer with that, or the third layer rather with that, has been gang stalking. And, you know, as I take out my handy dandy notebook, thanks Apple, let's okay, so the definition of gang stalking, according to Wikipedia, gang stalking or group stalking is a set of persecutory beliefs in which those affected believe they are being followed, stalked, and harassed by a large number of people. Okay? So that's Wikipedia. Let's see if we can break it down a little better. But you kind of get the gist of that. And that's exactly what I've been going through. You know, that's exactly what I've been going through. Oh, it looks like my Kaspernaski is working. And the reason why it's so important that I do present myself online in public in a way that, you know, is presentable, in a way that is logical, in a way that is you know, comprehensive, is because of the fact that this is a real legal situation. Oops. This is a real legal situation that is going on. And I am not just representing myself, but I am going to be representing other people who have gone through the phenomenon, which is gang stalking. I don't want people to think that gang stalking is something that is fictitious textbook paranoia that happens in the membrane of one person's mind, or, you know, a hunch that someone gets. You know, anytime that you align yourself with any kind of spiritual community or religious community, whether that be Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Islam, you know, or New Age or anything like that, you are automatically kind of tagged with a whack job tag underneath your label. People tend to box you in, and they tend to say that you are illogical and that you have maybe a vivid or aggressive imagination that would lead you to possibly have illusions of grandeur, or some sort of extreme psychosis, or, you know, something is off mentally with you. It is very important that when you are presenting on the behalf of such a large group that I have to present because of the nature of my case, it is important that you present yourself in a way that is not spooky, it's not comical, or, you know, it's not something that is being, you know, characterized. These are other people's lives here, not just my life, but other people's lives that I have to represent due to the mass amount of attention that has come and gone around what has happened with me. And so with that being said, I just want to remind people from the spiritual community, we can be colorful with our language. We can be fanatics. There are certain things that we can do and say that can be considered off color or can be misconstrued as a mental illness. And what you want to do in a situation, and this is why I'm the catalyst. I am the catalyst between the spiritual community and legislation in this country. That's bottom line. The reason why I'm the catalyst is because the things that I knew intuitively but were not able to prove but was able to speak about or speak around concerning my platform and my voice are things that have come to pass and have been absolutely 100% correct. My intuition, and with the help of countless of others' intuitions online, have helped prove, give clues, insight, and concrete evidence as to the hysteria that has been going on around me. So with that, I graciously thank the tarot community of YouTube. There's many of you, you know who you are. I thank you, because even though I do get my own messages, my own downloads, my own things that come to me, and my own nuances, my own hunches that I go off of, sometimes you need a little guidance. And I have definitely been able to clear up the cloud of confusion and dysfunction that has gone on with a little help from my friends. Joe Crocker reference. I love him, by the way. Okay, so I don't know. Google's a little, okay. Gang stalking refers to harassment and intimidation tactics used by a group of individuals against another person or toward a smaller group of people. People may initiate this type of civil offense because they are intolerant of another person for numerous reasons, which might include differing beliefs or lifestyles, jealousy, or racial prejudice. Stalkers generally design the covert methods used for psychological harassment to exact revenge, coerce silence, or cast out persons having opposing views. While gang stalking is considered a misdemeanor in some states, the offense carries felony penalties in others. So, not going to go into what my state defines as what is a misdemeanor and a felony. That is up to the law, but due to the nature and the severity of my situation, it's past misdemeanor. Okay, it's like collect 200, do not go down Pacific Ave, go straight to the slammer. Okay, but I'm gonna leave that to the professionals in the court, and I do need any help that I can get with this situation. Seriously, pro bono, out of the kindness of your heart, any professional legal help that you can give me as being my lawyer or representation, I would greatly appreciate it. But there's a couple of things that this paragraph, which was modified and updated. I want to cite this work, June 5th, 2023, from a editor by the name of Maggie J. Hall on My Law Questions. This is not my own definitions. This is something that I've gotten from the interwebs. So this editor has contributed a couple of things to this definition of gang stalking that has definitely happened to me. There has been gang stalking that has happened to me that has used psychological harassment to exact revenge and also coerce silence. The reason why I have not been actively uploading onto my YouTube channel, I have actually noticed on my YouTube channel that there were times where I was not able to upload any content. Anything I would go to upload, it would be like, uh-oh, there's a problem. And it would be like that for maybe 48 hours at a time. And I would just be like, okay, well, I'm just going to allow it to kind of do its thing. And then I would come back. But I have had instances where I've had to be silent on certain topics that I normally should be able to speak on. Why? Because it's an inalienable right of mine. I am an American. I'm an American citizen. I have family members who have fought and died for this country. And I am a woman of African American descent. So my ancestors have been in this country for over 400 years, even though slavery just ended 148 years ago. Yet I have felt and experienced oppression from members of my family and various members of the clergy, the ecclesia, the church, who have decided to enact psychological harassment, and they've taken it as far as energetic manipulation towards me, against me, and also they've taken it as far as, enacting other people's and other parties to be involved in coming against me through slander, through lies, through fraud, potential RICO. But with that being said, I'm allowing the law to handle that and siphon through all of that. And that's why I need legal representation to help me with this issue, because I really don't know how deep this goes. And there hasn't really been a lot that has been said to me. Because of what has been happening since I've transitioned from Los Angeles area, to a different area, what has taken place is I have not been able to effectively work or even live my life due to the fact of the amount of lies and harassment that has gone out there about me, that I literally couldn't do anything about it. And I'm going to go a little bit in depth in other videos later on to kind of talk about or give insight to how you need to move if you ever find yourself in a position like this, because I've literally had to put myself on a self-initiated house arrest due to the egregious amount of lies and manipulation that has gone out there. So with that being said, thank you to everyone who has been sending positive energy. There's not many of you, but thank you to those who have sent positive energy my way, positive thoughts, positive prayers. Thank you for the law enforcement. Thank you definitely to any service members or anyone who has served in our country who has actually been a part of this whole experience, this fiasco. This is actually a very serious, crazy, and weird situation that I've been going through, but I think every professional involved who has operated on my behalf out of sheer integrity. And thank you to the Biden administration that has, allowed for the authorities and justice to come through on my behalf. Thank you to everyone who has given me any kind of opportunities, considered me for opportunities. I do apologize that I have been on hiatus or have been on hold, but there were some things spiritually, emotionally, and, energetically that I had to deal with, and guys, I have a family. I have a family. I have a family that I need to protect. I have a family that I do worry about. This has put a lot of stress and pressure on me. I have been coerced into silence. There has been harassment. There has been lies. There has been a lot of crazy things, identity theft that has happened. And it has put me in harm's way. It has exposed me to certain dangers that I have never been exposed to before. And it has potentially exposed my family to certain dangers that they have never experienced before. So please find it in your heart to be empathetic, because I have gone through a lot with a lot of different parties involved, including my relatives who have been sadly in the center of fabricating stories about me, especially in regards to my mental health, and especially in regards to who I am as a person. I'm 30 years old. My name is Sarah Denise Stamps. I have not gone to any kind of court hearings. I have not signed any documents. I don't know really what's going on here. I am seeking help pro bono with legal representation to try to figure out what has been going on. You know, I am no longer in the Los Angeles, California area, but you know, I am looking for some insight as to what I can do for my situation, because it's kind of like so crazy, Twilight Zone, that you really can't do too much of anything. So thank you to everyone who has been involved. Thank you to anyone who will be getting involved in the future and reaching out to me. I can't wait to work with you guys to try to wrap up this situation. And thank you to the law enforcement and judicial system, especially the ones that are going to look and see this. Please understand and know that I have not shown up in court anywhere. I have not been informed of anything to show up in court. I have not signed any documents. Clearly, I am coherent. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm in the flesh. I've just had so much harassment and so many things that have happened to me, and I've had real fear that has been incited because my family and I have been exposed to outside free radicals that we have never even engaged in. I do not engage in criminal activity. My family doesn't engage in criminal activity. We don't really know what's going on. So if you guys could definitely work together to help us further gain justice, it will be greatly appreciated. Bye for now.